Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Jared Powley's Fragrance Reviews. Tonight we're going to be looking at one of my favorite sleeper fragrances for young gentlemen that are on a budget. This is an incredible fragrance, in my opinion, from the house of Calvin Klein. It is known as CK1 Shock for Men, which came out in the year 2011. Like I said, this is a sleeper that a lot of people, maybe because of the lower price tag, shy away from. But I think for the young gentleman that wants some sexiness and wants some pop in their fragrance selections, this could be for you. So this is a flanker of the original CK1, which came out in 1994. This is not a unisex fragrance. CK Shock 1 for women is the one for the ladies, for the females. So this is a great budget fragrance. I'm going to take it out of the package here. And some people say it's kind of got a tacky bottle, and I guess it does to a certain degree. It almost looks like neon graffiti on there. So I'm going to give it a spray in the back of the wrist. So initially, you get this kind of sweet, spicy amber tobacco vibe, which is very sexy and appealing. I like this very much. It's not overpowering, and it's not synthetic in any manner. It has a fairly natural feel to it. So the dry down, you take on more of the sweet cardamom, more of this sweet tobacco, but the fragrance becomes more dense, more opulent, but it's not overpowering. It's very pleasing to your nose and the people's noses around you. Later on, the fragrance seems to become smoother. Still has the sweetness, the amber tobacco, and the cardamom, but it becomes a little more woody and milkier. And this is where the smoothness comes in. As advertised, the top notes are lavender, clementine, and cucumber. Clementine and cucumber, you almost do not pick those two notes up in this fragrance. The mid notes are cardamom, pepper, basil, and an interesting note, and I've only found it in this fragrance, it's called osmanthus, which is an apricot smelling flower, which is soft, milky, and woody. The base notes of this fragrance are tobacco, amber, patchouli, various woodsy notes, and musk. The performance on this one for me was very satisfying. It had moderate projection, only at about 2 or 3 sprays I used. It played very well off the close, and it had about 4 or 5 hours of longevity. So for the price, it's excellent. With this fragrance here, the big key is you have to judge it for what you're paying. Judge the value. People pick up this fragrance for $30 and they say, well, it doesn't compare to this $500 fragrance. That's because this is a $30 fragrance and that one is $500. So for the value, this one I think is tremendous. Whether you like the scent profile or not, that's a different story. But for value, I think in this genre of this kind of sweet tobacco type of fragrance, I think this is excellent for a young man. So again, if you're a gentleman, and I think that is in your late teens, early 20s, this could be something you could wear in almost all situations because it's fairly muted, it's masculine, but it's still got a very pleasant scent profile. For gentlemen that are in their 30s or 40s, they may want to wear this if they're on a sexy date or they're going to turn back the clock for a little bit and go do some dancing, because women will still like it. It's not necessarily a nostalgic fragrance because it's not that old. Again, always try before you buy, but this one is not going to burn a hole in your wallet because it's not overly expensive. So I would generally say, if you're looking for something like this, and some people say, well, it's a little bit like Burberry London, it's in that same ballpark, but it's maybe about a fifth of the price. So if you like this video, hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Any comments you have on this fragrance from Calvin Klein, leave them down below, and I'll always get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.